All right, man. Torture Talk After Hours. You know what it is. So Kendrick Lamar still selling our shows. And we going to check this one out. You know what I'm saying? We'll be back. You know what it is. All right, man. So this comes courtesy of Marcus at Work Media. So let's get it, man. Torture Talk After Hours. You know what it is.
Welcome back to Marcus at Work Media. So Kendrick and SZA was in the Bay. The Bay turned out in a big way. And believe me, they did it right. Concert was at the Oracle Park Stadium. Now, those people are not familiar with the Bay. The Bay has a certain hip-hop culture on its own. Came really from the Thiz movement. You see the way them boys is moving right there? That's unique to the Bay. Kendrick being an LA native.
The crazy thing is, I knew they was going to show out because basically a good portion of GNX is basically Bay Area type of sound. So I knew they was going to go crazy. I couldn't wait to actually see this. And that's why I brought it to y'all, because I knew y'all probably wanted to see this too. But this is pretty interesting. Let's keep it going.
Understands this. So what does he do? He has a set dedicated to Mac Dre.
Bitch, I'm from the land. Don't say you hate LA when you don't travel past the can. Am I tripping? Yes, I am. Meditate over some money. I say Franklin, I'm on
Mac Dre is like a music legend in this town. Mac Dre, Too Short, E40, these are hip-hop staples. So when you're able to get this kind of traction and movement from this kind of community here, that's a big thing, because the Bay don't receive a lot of people in hip-hop that way.
That's what's up, man. I'm actually happy he did that for Mac Dre. That's what's up, man. I think that him doing listen, Kendrick Lamar going around doing concerts and bringing people out, and like this is like a movement. And I know the next concert he do is probably gonna be much bigger than this. And I think people are seeing this. A lot of people are saying that they love the experience, and that's why they going. I just seen something today online, and all of the shows are sold out now. Everywhere, they all sold out. When he go overseas, it's gonna be nuts. I'm telling y'all now. That's when you really gonna see. That's when you're going to really see Kendrick Lamar's power right there.
So I'm currently at the Kendrick and SZA concert in San Francisco at Oracle Park. And no other city can beat this fucking city and this fucking view. Let me tell you that. Literally no other city.
Now, everything you would expect from a packed, sold-out concert in San Francisco, I wanted to point out the design of the stadium. The design of the stadium is unique because it sits on the water. So although it's sectioned off in this area where people can be, obviously like a normal stadium setup, but right across the bridge, people can still hear and see parts of the concert, and they enjoyed the concert even though they wasn't in the concert.
Be humble. Sit down. Be humble.
So we not in the concert, but we in the concert. It's busted over here too. It's all kind of people. This lit.
So this lady that went to the concert, she feels.
Bro, that's crazy. That's crazy. I can't even hold y'all. That's crazy. So miles away, you can see the stadium and you can hear Kendrick. Bro, that's amazing, man. That's amazing, man. That's amazing. That's crazy. That's crazy. Nothing I could say that man, that's amazing.
Nobody is doing it like the Bay, okay? Nobody is doing the concert like the Bay with the Bay view, with the way the stage is designed, okay? Yeah, one lady that came out dressed like Kendrick Lamar was dressed in a Not Like Us. I don't even know where she got that hat from, bro. That's a custom hat. Where they get that? But she nailed it. Love. So the concert was so loud that the enjoyment was not only felt inside the stadium with all of those, 40, 50,000 people in there, and then right across the bridge, people enjoyed it from being by the water, was there the whole time as well. But that's not it. Even at people's house, not even near that stadium, can hear SZA and Kendrick concert and even enjoying it from their house.
Can you hear this? I can hear the concert from my house. I'm in the Mission. And I can hear everyone cheering. What the heck?
That's nuts. That's nuts. That's what I'm talking about, man. Real hip hop is back, man. I feel like shedding a tear, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, man. Oh my God, let's go.
You can hear this, right? This is crazy. I'm so excited because SZA's vocals have been the loudest, thus far. That's how I heard the concert to begin with. So I'm so excited because Luther is 2 songs away, and I didn't think I'd get to hear that live today, but here we are. We're gonna hear it live. This is so cool. What the heck? Vocals were definitely louder for the other songs, so I don't know why they turned it out now. Is there a city ordinance or something? Please? But this is still hella cool. Now I'm done, so I just go home. I'm home.
Here's a little bit of the 30 for 30 performance. SZA did her thing. Kendrick obviously always nails it. Now we have a review, right?
The thing about 30 for 30 is I like that song, but when I heard it in the concert, it was so much better. Excuse me, man. It's late. I gotta get this work done, though. It was so much better. It was so much better when I heard it in concert. I love it, man. I love it.
Let me forewarn you, this person went to the concert, loved the concert, but has some critical reviews I did not expect. So he seems to feel like, although the concert was great, SZA was great, Kendrick was great, nothing was wrong, he's comparing the stadium concert with a Beyonce stadium concert. He's been to both. He feels that the Beyonce concert was a little more lit than a Kendrick concert.
It was a really good show. It was a great show. I loved it. Great selection. I don't want to say it. So this was a stadium show, right? For anybody that doesn't know, stadiums hold about 60,000 people, 50, 60,000 people, right? Normal concerts at a Coliseum or an arena or whatever, it holds about 18, 20, somewhere around there, right? So it's about 3 times bigger. Big stadium, big field, hella space, right? Now, there's only two artists that have fan bases where they big enough to do a stadium tour. That's Beyonce and Taylor. That's it. Maybe Elton John or some shit. I don't know if he could.
How you know you don't know what he talking about? The Weeknd been doing stadium tours. He was one of the first. Him, Taylor Swift, and Weeknd does a lot of stadium tours. So I guess he must have not known that. But let's see what he got to say.
Fill up the stadium right now. But those the only 2 people. So that's why they had to do co-headline, Kendrick and SZA together. But so hella space, hella big, right? If you don't fill up that space or take up all that space, it just doesn't. It's gonna look really good on the video. When they put it on Amazon or whatever he put the playback out, it's gonna look great. But in person, now I say this as somebody who's seen Beyonce 3 times in 2 different stadiums. She's like the bar. She had an Olympic-sized kiddie pool just like in the middle of her shit and was just in there.
She's not the bar. I hate to break it to you. She's not. Actually, The Weeknd's the bar. She's not the bar. You know what I'm saying? She's not the bar. I would even go as far as saying Taylor Swift is more of the bar than she is. But Beyonce's not the bar. That's just my opinion.
Dancing and shit. I don't know which one, if it was the same one, but she had like 50-foot towers that like moved up and down. I don't even know how she did that and still had space and shit. But like, okay, so coming from that and like seeing where Beyonce was, like it just ain't, it ain't, you feel me? It ain't that. I love it. I love Kendrick. I love SZA. They killed it, but it ain't that. That's just me nitpicking if I'm nitpicking. But it's a great show.
Do you feel the same way? Now, SZA obviously had a dope set as well. She did some of the Control songs. A lot of people was waiting for those songs, singing along every word. However, we had a bit of an issue, right? Normally, she have the pop-up show where she showcased some of her beauty line, meet and greet, signing with the people. Great time, but apparently they had everything set up, but it was a fight of some sort, and they canceled it due to safety concerns after all of that.
We made it to the pop-up, but unfortunately we were just told that it's not going to be here due to some safety concerns. This is the line for the merch. They had to move it to the merch stands because there were safety concerns, so this is how long it is to get your merch for SZA and Kendrick. So far we've had no luck, and thanks to 2 people that decided to ruin it for everybody else who decided to get into a fight, and now they had to move where they were selling her beauty brand because of safety concerns. And I know I've said that like a couple times, but to those people that ruined it for everybody else, I hope you have a horrible concert with Kendrick and SZA.
What is the capacity over there at Oracle Park? The Oracle Park capacity is 42,300 people, a nice, respectable size. It definitely would be more people if you're considering all the people that was around that area too, that didn't get a ticket, still enjoy pieces of the concert. All in all, a great performance. If you went to the Bay concert, do you agree with this person comparing it to?
Yeah, man. To that guy, I really hate when people get on here and nitpick, comparing this to that, you gotta understand Beyonce. I mean, because if I had to nitpick, like, what does Beyonce have to do with Kendrick? Nothing. We talking about Kendrick Lamar, and we talking about Beyonce. 2 different artists, 2 different type of songs, 2 different type of ways they go about doing things. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just think it's corny when people do that. I really do. I think it's so corny, but it is what it is. Thank y'all for joining me. So what you talk after hours. You know what it is. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace. Bye.